Hey there, my name is Rayo, and I'm the leader of Misselect FOTM in Guild Wars 2 for NA and EU, as well as an avid user of the Discord Aleeva bot. I'm here today to introduce you to Aleeva and help you get set up with Aleeva in your own Discord server. So what is Aleeva? Aleeva is a Guild Wars 2 focused Discord bot with a plentiful amount of server management features such as role mapping, event and member management, and a whole bunch of user commands such as DPS reports, raid boss clears, item lookup, and a whole bunch more, all with the added benefit of having multi-language support. So how do you go about installing Aleeva? First thing you need to have is a server. So let's go ahead and make a server, and then we'll get started with inviting Aleeva. So here we are in our new server. So let's go ahead and get Aleeva in here so we can start setting her up and getting her good to go. Let's go ahead and go over to the Aleeva website, which is www.aleeva.io. And once you are here on the main page, hit Invite Aleeva, select a server, and go back to Discord, and you will see that Aleeva has joined your server and has opened a personal message with you. So let's go over to that personal message and start setting up our server. So what you're going to see here is the initial setup for Aleeva on your server. So this is for your server. We will get to personalization settings in just a moment. So for your server, choose your main language. Automatic command removal will be the next question. This is basically if I type !key or anything like that inside of my Discord server, Aleeva can automatically remove the message that called Aleeva to respond, which is not a bad idea because it will help reduce some spam. So I'm going to select number 2 and it's going to remove those commands. The next thing is going to be the Aleeva permissions, which basically means if you want to give someone else in your server permissions to manage Aleeva settings for your server, you either need to set up an Aleeva admin role or you can have Aleeva create a role for you to apply to other members to manage Aleeva. So I'm just going to have Aleeva set up her own role for an administrator role. You can create your own, color it, do any of these fancy things. For the sake of this example, I am just going to have Aleeva create new role, and then we are all set. So now we can head back over to our server. So now that we have Aleeva set up in our server, let's set up Aleeva with an API key for some personalization settings. So to get an API key, we need to go to the Guild Wars 2 main site, log into our account, and generate a new API key. So the way that we'll do that is we go to guildwars2.com, log in at the top right corner, and then you should be on a screen like this where it'll show all of your account information, which I have my stuff blurred out because that is my personal information. Once we are here, we are going to go over to applications. Applications is where you can create new API keys for the sake of using third-party tools to read information, which Aleeva is a third-party tool to read information to give you some convenience features, which is basically what Aleeva can do. So when we set up a new key, when it comes to the Aleeva bot, let's just name it Aleeva Permissions. I'm going to just check all the boxes. I highly recommend just checking all of the boxes because this will give you full access to all of Aleeva's features. So we're going to create API key. We are going to click the double page icon to copy our key. We are going to go back to Discord and we are going to type !key. Once we type !key, Aleeva will delete our message because that's how we set up our server settings just a few seconds ago. And now I have a personal message from Aleeva to input my API key. So I'm going to go over to that personalization message, and now I will have the ability to add an API key. So I'm going to hit add API key. I'm going to Control V, or if you're on a Mac, you can Command V, and then it'll be automatically activated. So once we're done there, we can hit cancel. Our API key is set up, and now we are in the profile configuration setup. Once we're in the profile configuration setup, this will be where we're going to set up our language and our date and time. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with language. We did set up language earlier, but this is for your personalization setting. So when you command a request from Aleeva, Aleeva is going to respond to you specifically in this language. So I'm going to hit language. Mine's already active on English, but just in case you're choosing something else, you can choose anything from the list right there. So I'm just going to keep it on English. Now, when it comes to date and time format, this would help for like events. Like if there's events being displayed at like a given time, it would convert it to your time zone so you can read it in time that you are used to seeing. Right here, I am used to seeing month, day, year. So I'm going to go ahead and select the second option. As you can see, there's a bunch of different options and you can even choose your own format. The second one works for me. So I'm going to hit number 2 and then I am all set. So once I have my language, my date and time format, you can even set up your time zone. You can do all these different things. I'm not going to go over all that, but you can just click through all these different reactions. As you can see, interacting with Aleeva is very easy. All you have to do is click on the reactions and it'll bring you up to a different prompt. That is all you have to do. Once you are done, hit the cancel button and it will conclude the conversation with Aleeva. So we set up Aleeva in our own server. We've personalized some settings. And so now we want to go over some commands. Commands are probably the most attractive thing with any Discord bot, and Aleeva does not lack in that department. And with Aleeva being Guild Wars 2 specific, it is going to be perfect for any Guild Wars 2 specific server. So we have the list of dailies by !daily. We could do !Ally. We could do !Wallet to see all of the currencies we have in our wallet. And there are so many more functions. The full list of commands can be found on the Aleeva website at www.aleeva.io/commands/info. That goes over everything that we were going to go over today, but there is still one more thing that you can do if you would like further assistance. You can either go into the private message with Aleeva, or you can go into your personal server and type !help, and it will bring up this prompt with the Aleeva bot. Once this prompt is up, you can hit invite Aleeva to invite to another server. You can join the Aleeva support server by clicking the second link, and it'll plop you right here so you can ask any questions and get some support. If you would like to support Aleeva on Patreon, this is a great option if you want to give back to Aleeva, because this is a free project, but it does take work, as you can see, and it provides an insane amount of convenience. That way you don't have to have an immense amount of Guild Wars 2 bots in your server. This is like an all-in-one Guild Wars 2 bot. So monetary support can really help a ton. If you're not able to support monetarily, you can always vote for Aleeva on top.gg, which is a Discord bot voting site to kind of help rate Aleeva a little bit higher to make it more of a known Discord bot for Guild Wars 2. That is all we have for today. I hope this could help you set up with Aleeva. I hope you guys enjoy all of your new features with Aleeva. And if you guys have any questions, like I said, make sure to join the Aleeva support server. Thanks again. I'm Rayo. Take care.